Welcome back. A large portion of Anoka County residents get their water from a municipal water supply, but many properties used to use private wells. The Anoka Conservation District wants homeowners to seal up the unused wells to keep the drinking water supply clean and safe. And as Danica Peterson explains, the Conservation District is likely to pay for most of the cost.
Not everyone may even know if there's an old well on their property.
Lots of times it's a random metal pipe sticking out of your yard.
But if a well is there and not being used, it could actually be causing trouble.
The reason that it is very important to seal these by a professional is because it acts kind of like a straw directly into our aquifers, and this is a really easy way for pollutants to get down, contaminate our drinking water.
In Minnesota, there are over 500,000 wells piercing the landscape. When old wells break down, pollution in shallow aquifers can travel into deeper groundwater supplies that would have been protected.
This video from the Anoka Conservation District shows some of the ways this could happen. To try to stop as much contamination as possible, the Conservation District is offering well sealing grants. Larson says that well sealing prices can vary a lot depending on the depth of the well, but it is often around $1,200.
We're funding these at 60% of the total project cost. So if you think you have an unused well and you live in a priority area, there's a really good chance you would qualify.
Funding for the project comes through state legacy funds, but the funding is limited, so interested homeowners are encouraged to act quickly.
You know, it's kind of a team effort to protect our groundwater, and by working together, we can really help, ensure that we have clean, safe drinking water now and for future generations.
For North Metro TV News, Danica Peterson reporting.
According to the Minnesota Department of Health, there are probably hundreds of thousands of old wells across the state, but because many old wells aren't documented, it's hard to know for sure. Since the late 80s, more than 250,000 wells have been sealed across the state. Right now, the Anoka Conservation District has enough money to support the sealing of a few hundred of these wells. We have all of the information about how to apply for a grant right now at northmetrotv.com.